HS2 has been going through some difficult days recently. Firstly, the projected cost has gone up by nearly a third, and secondly, both the National Audit Office and the Public Accounts Committee of the House of Commons have suggested the benefits should be revised down markedly. You'd perhaps think that when this was all factored in, the business case would now look far less attractive than the figures presented today.
So what has happened here? Well, as the costs have gone up, HS2 Ltd haven't been sitting back in their seats, twiddling their thumbs, staring out the window at the scenery. No, they've been very effective at identifying vast new areas of benefits that supposedly HS2 is going to unlock for us. And chief amongst these are benefits to business travellers.
When HS2 first calculated their benefit to business travellers from the new line in February 2011, they put the figure at £25.2 billion, although since then there's been a change to the way the figures are presented, meaning to make it comparable we probably have to add a billion more. Even so, by August 2012 that figure had leapt to £34.3 billion. And in today's calculation, the benefit is put at £40.5 billion, or around £15 billion more than the original estimate in 2011.
If you look through the hundreds and hundreds of pages of documents that HS2 Ltd have published today, you can find out why this big leap has happened in the supposed benefits to business travellers. It's because they now assume that a far higher proportion of people on trains are business travellers. For example, if you look at the previous model, the previous estimates, back in 2012 they thought that around 30% of travellers on a train between London and Manchester were travelling on business. Now they assume it's about 65%. In other words, more than double. And because of the way they value business travellers' time above that of commuters or leisure travellers, well, that means big benefits to HS2.
This kind of change has led some to accuse the government of making the evidence fit the policy rather than the other way round.
At the very least, when the evidence changes, policy doesn't appear to reflect that. So whether it's in the sort of economic advantages the government predict for the regions, which our members are sceptical of, or whether it's in the detail about who works on trains and who doesn't, or whether it's a question of capacity alterations, I think there's an element of dogma to the government's approach, and I think the debate should still be had.